Hopefully y'all are doing well. I wanted to show you how to do a bow with a bunch of different ribbons. So this used to be called the terry bow, but that is now trademarked. So don't call your bows that. It's just a 5 or more ribbon bow. Okay. We do have this in a set if you want one. Mama's here with me. So this one is a sunflower bow. And look at these. So we've got rust, which comes in here. Then we have, this is my new favorite. Look at this. It's orange with the black and white, which matches the center. I love it. And then we have the orange and white gingham with the little black polka dot. A tan Swiss. It's a lot of ribbon. Okay. Now, they're saying, hi, Mama Sue.
Oh, that's nice.
And this one comes with a bunch of sunflowers. So you could use this in a wreath or just in the bow. Let's see, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 yards of ribbon. So it's a lot. Okay. So let's see. Let's do, let's say 12-inch tails. All right. Yeah, it's kind of similar to a funky bow. It's just everybody has a different name for it. I call it well, this one we're just going to call a 6-ribbon bow. All right, so we're going to put it in, twist it in the middle. We're going to go out to the, let's go out to the 7 because we've got a lot of ribbon. Okay, so we'll start at the 7. Okay, 7 again. All right. Now here's where it's going to be different. I'm going to measure out 12 inches. Okay. I'm going to put my tail over here. Okay. Now this is what makes this interesting. So I'm just going to dovetail it. So you just fold it over. Always cut towards that wired edge or you'll end up with that odd looking little piece. It'll look like this, like a point. Okay, so now we're going to do 7-inch again, but this time, let me make sure it's 7. This time we're going to move our ribbon right here. So this one here, this here, this here. We're going to kind of fluff it or put it in place as we're making it, is what we're doing. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that you have to stick with just one loop of each, because we're actually going to come back in with additional loops. So what I like to do is kind of spread them so that they're opposite. So if this one's up, this one's down, this one's in the center. Let's do kind of a neutral. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go to 7 or 6.5. So let's see. 6.5. Make sure it's good.
Did you get all things out of?
Okay, 6.5. So what I can do is pull these up and make sure they match. They do. Trim it off. These are gonna go here. So we have one here, one here, one here. All right. Let's do this one. Okay, This one is also going to be 6.5. This is going to be a big bow. 6.5. All right, these are going to be in the middle. So it's a stacked bow. We have loops stacking on top of each other, but let's come back in with this. All right, I'm gonna bring some of this back to the top. Is it pouring down rain? It was awful here today, but thank goodness it's better right now. I want it to stay that way. We have had enough rain for a while. Yep, Mom's back here. See, there she is. Sorry, hopefully I didn't make y'all dizzy. Okay, so we're gonna go to 6-inch. There. So what you're doing when you're doing your ribbons like this is you're bringing them in so that you can see, tails are 12 inches, so that you can see all of the ribbon. Okay. All right. Okay, so we did this one. You want rain? Let's put a sunflower in. So I'm going to cut these so that we can kind of see them. So let's see, we've got about 5-inch piece, and I am kind of moving it so that it's twisted around that. Yeah, it's hot and humid here too. Okay, and I'm gonna put them, so when I put my zip tie in, it'll catch both. This one is 6 inches. Okay, then we're gonna go back to this one. No, let's do this one. Let's do this one. So when I say 6 ribbon, I mean 6 different types of ribbon, not how many loops we're going to put in there. Okay, so let's put these going like this. Okay, and we're still kind of spreading them on either side. Okay, then let's see, let's do the rust again. Now this would certainly be enough to do a wreath and a bow, but I wanted to do a big old bow. All right, so now we're gonna go about 5.5. So we just keep decreasing. About 5.5. Okay. There's a lot of ribbon in this set. Okay, we're going to do another sunflower. I do push the greenery up because I want the greenery to be in there so it will look natural. Whoops, don't do that. Is it doing it again? Oh. I don't know why it's doing it again because it's not even raining here. All right. This time we're going to go down. You see how I kind of hook it right there? And then up. So we're doing the 5 inches again. Don't worry, if it starts doing that weird thing again, then I will. I did put the video from Sunday up. I'll put this one up too. All right. I want to put a neutral in between this rust and the orange. So I will go with this. This rust is going to move in these directions here. And we'll kind of move it again when we get the bow out. So I am twisting it in the center, but only on that first loop, because when you do the second loop, you don't need to twist it. You're just pulling it out. Okay. Now we're going to do this one. Okay. We're going to go down again. So now we're going to do like 5 inches. Okay. If I can't tell, I'll pull it up. Wait, it goes this way. Okay. And I want to finish off with this one. Makes you want to get up and make a bow. I love making bows. My favorite thing. Alright, so 5 again. So we went from, let me make sure this matches. We went from 7 to, we did 2 at 7, we did 6.5, 2 at that, then we did 6, then we did 5.5, and now we did 5. And you can see there's lots and lots and lots of ribbon left. But it's enough to make several bows. So, alright, so I'm going to take a long zip tie. No, why it's doing that. I'll have to reset my modem tomorrow. So take a long zip tie. This one is about 13 inches long. You just slide it under one side, so we have a lot of ribbon here. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you look on both sides that you have all of your ribbon in it. Then, when you're getting ready to pull it out, just pull down enough so that when you pull it out, it's not going to pull it completely out. I do have a number for text. Hold on, let me get it. I don't know why I forgot it. I knew it. It is 864-465-8410. I do. And yes, do text me. You just text the word live, L-I-V-E, and I will let you know when I'm going live. Okay. So now, look at this big old chunk of ribbon we have. See that? We can see where that indentation is. Look, we see the little hooks in there for our ribbon. For our sunflowers. I'm going to lightly hold it while I pull it around. There's a lot. You want me to count? We'll count. Okay. We're going to get out our rustic wire. I'm going to use the lighter color. 864-465-8401 is the number. Okay. I like to use, now sometimes it's called antique wire, sometimes it's called rustic. It's a thicker wire and it's covered in twine. You see it? So this is better when you're just doing a bow that you would be putting on a mailbox, on your stairway, or wherever. Okay, so I'm going to pull it under. I want to make sure that I still have everything where I want it to be. These still match. Yes. This is just kind of my double check to make sure I have the tails on the correct side. Yep. Okay. Alright, now tie it really tight. As tight as I can get it. There we go. Now when I'm fluffing a bow, I just hold everything in the back. If you have a fluff box, by all means use it. It doesn't matter if you're using a fluff box or not, it's going to be the same process. I'll have to get mine out at some point so I can show y'all. You always want to start from the bottom. So we start with our first ribbon, and we're going to twist and pull, put it in place. Then we twist and pull the second one, put it in place. I'm going to go to the other side, do the same thing, and remember we want opposites. So sunflower, sunflower, rust, rust, like that. So you just go from the bottom, fluffing, all the way up to the top. So this is the top of our bow. So you can see I've only got one side going right now. I'm not going to worry about these tails right this second. This is a really big bow, so you just have to kind of take your time. Make sure you're fluffing everything. All right. You see how I pull them opposite like this? So then you can really see all of those pretty colors that are in there. You can kind of move your sunflowers up to make sure you can see them. Like this. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a base we can tie it on. Alright, here we go. This way I can show you what it looks like. Okay. So I'm going to cut off the zip tie. Now if we tie it down, okay. So what I do when I tie it down is I'm just going to kind of pull these up, make sure they are where I want them to be. So this is why we kind of did this when it was in the bow maker, so that we didn't have to do as much when we got it out. Okay, so I just kind of pull them up, make sure it's fluffing. All right, now let's deal with the tails. So on the small ones, like this, we're gonna curl it up. I don't know if I have any of the rust ribbon in my shop. I definitely have the orange and the tans. Okay. To me, this is like a spider. This is what it looks like to me when I'm doing these. It's like a spider. So I want to kind of move my tails all the way around the bow so that it kind of comes out. I know it's terrible. It's very frustrating. I think I'm going to have to call them tomorrow and see what's going on. It's the rain. I probably just need to reset my internet like that. So you see how we get the tails kind of coming around like this so that we have them kind of all the way around. You can also trim the tails if they're too long. They don't all have to be the same length, but I do like to spread them out so that I can see all the tails. So like I'll pull this one over here like that. This one like that. I think next week we're going to do a bow with the perfect tails, and I'm going to start carrying perfect tails in my shop pretty soon. Okay. Oh, and y'all want to hear the most exciting news? I have 5 pallets of wreath frames coming. 5 pallets. I'm so excited. They're finally coming in. All right, so look at that. Isn't that big? That could be a wreath just on a grapevine.
Oh, beautiful.
Mama likes it. So just to kind of give you some ideas, the other things you can put in your bows, like especially one like this, it's really fun to take things like little fern leaves and you just pull them apart. And you can put them in your bow and then kind of twist it over. So you want ones that are going to bend like this. And just plop it right in there. You see how fun that is? I know, right, frames? All right. That was a fun one. And the sunflower that it comes with has, how many does this have? I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's a 14. The bunch has 14 on it. Okay? You can actually do a whole wreath with that. It's 14. That's a lot. All right. This next one, I have new ribbon and new mesh and wreath frames. They're all on the way. Yeah, I know. When I told Holly we were getting 5 pallets of frames in, she just said, okay. We'll figure it out. Thank you for sprinkling. All right. This bow is for Mama.
Oh, my patriotic one, right?
She wants a patriotic bow. I love this. It's patchwork. It's patchwork ribbon. It's so cute. All right. So what y'all think of the 6 ribbon bow? Did you like it? Look at that slow internet thing. I think I'm gonna have to call them tomorrow. See why it's causing me issues. Okay. I love Patriotic. So is this for the mailbox, Mom?
Yes.
All right. No, it's actually here already. They're putting it on a truck. So, we're going to do 16-inch tails because we're going to put this on our mailbox. So, when I'm doing something for a mailbox, I'm going to make my tail longer because it has longer to hang. So, I'm going to put it in the bow maker. And we will be doing some hand bows on some of these Tuesdays too. Okay. Let's do 6.5 inches. Okay. Okay. One thing I like to do when I'm making bows like this is I'll put some of this in and then I'll come and I'll put it more up towards the top because then you're going to get that repeating pattern and you're just going to see it a lot more. Okay. So 6.5 again and again. These tails are all going to go down front because when it's going to be hanging on the mailbox, it's going to hang that way. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. All right. Another thing. There is no rule that says you have to put 2.5 inch together and 1.5 inch together. You can mix them up. You can put 2.5, 2.5. You can put 1.5, 1.5. It doesn't matter. I love big bows and I cannot lie. I love that. That's awesome. Listen, when I first tried my bow maker, I was a hot mess. So don't feel intimidated. It gets better. It gets better. One thing you have to do is be patient with yourself. So be patient with yourself when you're learning, because that's going to be important. Okay, so 1. This is the 2-1 bow. So that means 2 loops, 1 loop. Now we're going to do 2 loops of this. Then we're going to come back with this. I had one of these that was the red color, but I think I left it in Greenville when we moved, because unfortunately I left a bunch of stuff upstairs in the attic that I forgot about. So I kind of lost it. All right, so now 5.5. Right about there. If you want your bows to look really full and you don't have as much ribbon, then you just want to stack them like this. So alternate your heights. So start and then just keep coming in with them. That's going to make them look a lot fluffier. And the 2-1-2-1 is pretty much my favorite, I think. Well, for right now. It's my favorite for right now. Lordy, that's a lot of ribbon. Excellent. Okay. Now I'm going to put this one in. I think we're going to leave that for last. Let's leave that for last. Let's put the red back in. No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put this in. That's going to be our 1. Okay. Changing my mind here. Okay, a little bit longer. There we go. So when I have really bold patterns like this, what I will do is I will put a solid in between them, and then it doesn't look, you know, so busy. Yeah, I lost my grandmother's dishes because I had left them upstairs. It was a traumatic move. We moved from my favorite place, and I guess I just didn't think about it being up there, and sure enough, we left it. So, oh well. Alright, so we're going to do 2 at this size. We're going to go back a 1/2 inch again. So see, that's what we're doing. We're going down about a 1/2 inch. Yeah, they are getting 14-inch at Dollar Tree. They're just going to 14.25 or something like that. It'll be the same. So we have 2, so now we're going to go with this 1. This is one of my favorite ribbons this year, these paisleys. Have y'all seen these paisleys? They're so pretty. I love them. Alright, so see how you can make a nice big bow with only 4 ribbons as well. Okay, 2-1-2-1. That means 2 loops with 1 loop in between. So we have 2 loops at 6.5, then 1 loop at 6.5. We have 2 loops at 5.5, 1 at 5.5, 2 loops at 5, and 1 at 5. It literally means just that. 2 loops, 1 loop, 2 loops, 1 loop. So if I said 3-2-1, it would be 3 loops, 2 loops, 1 loop. It's just a way of calling it that. Alright, so we're going to put it under one side. Start to get it So you can see where our indention is. When you're putting your zip tie around, make sure you're holding one side, because if you don't, those ribbons are going to go with you. Okay. All right. Get more of our antique wire. I love this stuff. I use it a lot. Dad's good. Mama's here. It's Johnny, Mama.
Hi, Johnny.
See, look, Johnny. There she is. Over there with Bella. Johnny came to visit us.
Yes, she did.
All right. So I'm going to just push it down, run this through underneath. So this is really good if you're going to send a bow to a customer. The rustic wire. It's just more professional looking. All right, so kind of make sure everything looks good. And then I will tighten it really good. There we go. Hold all three. And then we start the fluff. So when I fluff, I twist and pull. What that does is it gets it out of being stuck in this bottom where it is attached with, you can get it from Amazon, where it is attached to that wire, that zip tie. It gets kind of stuck in there because you're pulling it so tight. So you just kind of have to loosen it up. They carry it at Hobby Lobby. You carry it on Amazon. So pretty much any craft store has it. And then of course Amazon, they have everything. All right, so we got this one. So what we're going to do with tails is run our hands under all these tails like this. So the long ones, I like to just kind of have them hanging like this. These, I like to curl. Now you can curl the 2.5 inch if you want to curl them. If you've cut your thing, just fold it over like this and then it'll curl like that. Just depends on how you want it to look. You want it all curled, if you want them hanging down like this. It's personal choice. Alright, so I'm going to cut this zip tie off. And then you see how we have a nice big chunk of wire. Oh, somebody found the rustic wire at Dollar Tree. There you go. Go over to Dollar Tree. They have a lot of what we use. They have zip ties. They have pipe cleaners. Okay. Alright, there we go. You see how you can really see it better because we put the colors in more than once. That just kind of helps bring it all the way throughout. And then you can really see it a lot better. See that? So we have the blue in there twice, we have the red in there twice, we have the patchwork in there twice. Yeah, breaking the bow. That's what we do. We break the bow. And then once you have it fluffed, stop fluffing. Just walk away. Put it down and walk away. Because if you keep fluffing it, you're going to make yourself crazy. If you twist it and fluff it out like I showed you, then you're not going to have to fluff it again. For a while, at least. If you don't have rustic wire, you can use floral wire. You can also use pipe cleaners. It's just that this is thicker. It's more like maybe like a 16 gauge wire. So with wire, the more you go down, the thicker the wire is. So like 26 gauge wire, this is 26 gauge wire. You can see it's super thin. You see? And then this is probably like 16 gauge. So it's really thick. And that's what really helps you. So, awesome. Thank you. Oh, so when you put it on your, here's the thing. If you're getting wired ribbon like this, it's already made to go outside. I know Mevo's on a tear tonight. Thank you for stars. It is already coated so that if you put it outside, it's going to be fine. Mine looks fine. I still have one there from, when did we put that one on?
It's been
Couple months?
Couple months at least.
It looks exactly the same. So you hardly ever have to do anything. I tend to tie it up towards the top of our mailbox just so, you know, it's not getting disturbed from going in and out. Yep. That wire is called antique or rustic wire. Depends on where you buy it. Thank you for stars. That's so sweet. This silver wire here, it's 26 gauge. You can get it from Walmart, Amazon. Actually, I've seen this at Dollar Tree too. So, any of those works. I say go with where you find it. Alright, so we got this one.
Beautiful.
And this one. Awesome! Oh, if you don't hear my voice once a day, you're sad? Don't be sad. Okay. This was fun. So tomorrow night, I don't know, I need to redo the pumpkin wreath because I missed out on the flowers. So we may do that. Oh, I have, believe it or not, I have a Christmas wreath kit to list. So do y'all want me to wait or go ahead and list it? Because I got it ready. It's elves. Well, it's cuter than elves, really. You need a fluff board. Yeah, so I'll see if I can find my fluff board. And then I'll show y'all. I'll see if I can show y'all next time with the fluff board. List it, okay? Okay. All right, well, y'all have a wonderful night, and thanks for coming and hanging out with me and Mama and Bella. Bella makes lots of friends. Oh, I gotta show y'all. I got a brand new printer today, and it puts ink on wood signs. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So this was the first one we did. It's a little woody woodpecker. This was our test one. But didn't it come out so cute? I'm so excited. Yeah, you want to see the Christmas sign? Let me go get it. Let's see. Hey, Belly.
Okay, she's just gone out there. She's not leaving us. Okay. You're not leaving us. She'll be right back. See there?
I was coming.
There's
Okay, here's the sign. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, I love that. And then look, see, I called it the elf because the ribbon has little elves on it. Isn't he cute?
Aww.
Isn't that cute? Yeah, and it has a 21-inch mesh and a 10-inch mesh. So, yep. I was going to keep it for a while, but Holly's like, let's list it. So, I was like, okay. It is a UV printer. So it prints on it and it uses UV light to cure the ink. That's how it explained it to me. Yep, they're both ribbon kits if you want one. All right. Oh, wonderful. All right, well, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow night, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's called a Roland printer. It's a UV printer. It'll print on leather, acrylic, wood, metal, fabric, and I think I'm forgetting something else. But it took them all day to set it up. That was all we got done today. Was setting up that printer. But hey, at least, you know. So on the mailbox, I usually make my tails about 16 to 18 inches. Yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a great night. Same time, 8 o'clock. And don't forget to text it. It's 864-465-8401. And you will get a message from me when it's your birthday. And you will get a message when I'm going live. List it, please. I will get it listed. All right, y'all have a great night, and I'll list that kit first thing in the morning. All right? Y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.